Hey everybody, Mark Estee coming to you live from ZLINE Kitchen. And we are going old school today, folks. We're gonna go old school. Oven baked salmon, okay? This is a really, really important dish that we make, and there's so many different variations. And at ZLINE, we aim to make sure that you get all the variations. We wanna show you all the different things you can do. And really, I'm going to my old bag of tricks here and breaking out an old one. We call this, anyone would know what this is right here? It's not a question mark box, right? It's not a little pages thing here. This is in Papillote, okay? This is en Papillote. We're going for this right here, right? So, what I have here, I'm gonna show you how to make this, okay? I have a full piece of parchment paper right here, and you do need to get a parchment paper, and it needs to be a full size, okay? We're gonna fold this over, little origami style, okay? Fold this over. Next up, I'm gonna take a sharp knife, and I'm gonna make my little, my little bag, my little paper. And what we're doing here really is I'm going to start off, I'm going to make that question mark look almost like a heart, right? That's going to be my little tail. And I swing it out, okay? Bring it around. And then come right over here to the end. This goes away. And I have my little papillote. You know, some people say papillote, some people might say papillote, whatever you want to call it, it's okay. So in paper is really what we're after here. And what I'm creating here is in my oven right now. I got my oven turned on. I have a convection bake, and I'm at preheating at 400 degrees, okay? So right in here, I'm basically going to create my own little oven, an oven inside the oven. This is going to add steam, flavor, cook it slowly. Salmon sends itself that really well, and really what we're gonna get is some amazing aromas, okay? We're cooking in paper. So let's set this up. You can build this any way you like, but for me, we're gonna go with our salmon. I do have some salt and pepper. I'm not sure I'm gonna use it yet. I have orange wheel. I have some microgreens. I have some broccoli, shredded broccoli, all right? So I like to start off, give myself a nice little base. I'm gonna put the lemon at the bottom, the orange slice at the bottom, okay? For my salmon here, I'm going to come off here. I'm going to put a little bit of salt on it. A little bit of salt, okay? And we'll do a little bit of pepper. The reason I'm going to be really careful with the salt is the sauce I have is a soy glaze. So we're going to use the soy glaze to kind of create that steam inside our paper, okay? So over here, I'm going to take this the shredded broccoli. I'm going to put a little on the bottom because this will kind of cook down, all right? I'm going to put a little bit on top also, okay? So it's okay. A little bit on the sides right here. I want to keep it all kind of in the middle right there, right? Because basically next up for me is just a touch of this soy glaze. The soy glaze is going to kind of mix in with the vegetables and the salmon and create that sauce. Now the part is, how do we seal this? And I use butter to seal this, okay? So you can watch the technique right here. I start at the open side. I bring the butter, and really this isn't, you're not eating this, it's just acting as a seal. I bring the butter around the front, okay? Bring this through here. That's gonna give me the sealing I need, okay? To seal this off here. Looking at it, I'm gonna say, well, I might just put a little more soy glaze in here, all right? Just a touch more. This is gonna add a little bit of steam, gonna add a little bit of flavor. And you can see kind of with the broccoli and the soy and the orange, we got a little kind of Asian flair going there. So now I kind of take it here. I'm going to seal this, all right? So you seal off here. The butter helps the paper seal. That's why I put the butter on there. Okay, the butter really isn't part of the dish. The butter helps this seal. You have a nice kind of nice seal on here. I can already see my little puff. We're creating a zone, if you will, a hot zone inside the oven to have this salmon cook, okay? This is old school French. It doesn't get much more simple than this. You know, we've seen things salt baked and all those types of things. There's so many ways. This probably goes back, you know, a couple hundred years to the Escoffier, the famous French chef who kind of made food as good as it is these days. He kind of taught this methodology. So I'm just going to use my hands here. I start to roll this up. This is why we cut it the way we did, okay? So we start to fold this over. I don't want to fold it too tight because I want to leave enough room in here for this to cook. So then I start to fold over again, okay? So then I turn and I start to fold over again. Okay? And this is, you can see this is almost like doing a pie crust, right? But it's with paper. So fold over again and again, right? I'm just making creases here, okay? I come over to this end here. I'm rolling it up. You can see what we have going on I'm coming near this end side here, okay? And then a little fancy little touch because this is the kind of guy I am, all right? My little top here is gonna act, looks nice at the table. Let's see what that looks like when it comes out of the oven. So now I just take that right onto the sheet pan right here, right? Simplicity sometimes. Salmon, having a great convection oven adds to simplicity, okay? So when I go into the oven here, this here with one on the sheet tray alone, I'm gonna say we're gonna put this in for about 16 minutes, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna know it's gonna be done. We gotta see the cooking inside of here. So let's put this in the oven. Okay, I'm really excited to go check out this Papillote right now in the oven, about 16 minutes. Now, how can I tell this is done? Well, one, I'm using a ZLINE, so I know my power is on point. I know my temperature's on point. And I'm just looking to see here. You can see that the paper's gotten crispy, right? We're starting to get a little color inside of here. And I got a nice little steam. I actually see through and see that the fish has been cooking and the juices are all formed up and it's all kind of puffed up. So this bad boy is ready to go. Okay? So let's bring this over. And this really looks kind of like, in all intents and purposes, might not be something that you're thinking, right? But really where it gets, the reason why we do this and where this kind of rubber hits the road, if you will, or where this dish really is something that's worth serving, is when you kind of take it up over here, right? And we're going to bring this over to our guest, okay? So now I'm the guest at my table, at my house, or at my house, whatever it may be. I have my little handle right here, right? Looks like a little swan head too. And I'm just going to make a little cut into the paper. And right here, that's what you're getting right there. That's the smell, that's the feel, that's the look. Open this up. And for myself, if you're a guest in my home or a guest in my kitchen, we eat this straight out of the paper, okay? You could take it and serve it out, but I really love this right in the paper. Okay, you're gonna get all those delicious flavors. Maybe a little micros off to the side, just to give you a good little look, okay? And right here, that's an old school classic salmon and Papillote, baked in the oven, is the only way to go. It's a great looking dish. Hope you enjoy. Thank you so much.